Scott, you've been quiet during the MLS talk, so how about we go to your specialty here?
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Scott, NHL starting up this weekend. Do that hockey.
Cannot wait. We got 24 teams competing for the Stanley Cup starting this Saturday. They're going to do best of five.
It already started.
What?
No, August 1st. Exhibition games.
They're doing exhibition games.
Yeah.
Hey, asshole, I'm doing that hockey. You shut the fuck up. Somebody mute him. Anyway, August 1st, starting back up with hockey. 24 teams competing. The Red Wings and 6 other teams aren't because they suck. We got a best of 5 series to kick things off amongst the teams. And then they're going into a round robin. The top 4 teams are playing round robin tournament to determine seeding. And then from there on, it's the march through the Stanley Cup. There'll be a lot of guys hitting. A lot of really smelly, sweaty pads because hockey pads are fucking disgusting, man. Have you ever been in a hockey locker room after the game? Oh, my God. It's vomit city.
Scott, when was the last time you were in a hockey locker room after the game?
2 years ago. I've never been – the only hockey locker room I've ever been in is the what the hell's the minor league?
The Cyclones?
There you go, the Cyclones. Yeah, I've been in the Cyclones locker room. Good God, it smells awful.
By the way, their season tickets are on sale now for your purchase on CincinnatiCyclones.com.
There you go, Scott.
Because they're totally going to play hockey. At
minor league hockey's happening.
Heritage Bank Arena.
Scott, I'm wondering. So we have lots of hockey to watch. There's 5 games a day starting August 1st, going through I think August 9th or something like that. Like it's basically like a week of 5 games a day. What can we expect from this hectic schedule? Like, what's the toll going to be like on the players having to play this much after such a long layoff?
They're going to be fine. Hockey players are the toughest athletes in any sport, so they're not going to be some bitches like the NBA and need like 14 travel days in between games. So the hockey players will be fine. They're probably sitting there beating each other up during the layoff, so I'm not worried about how they're going to be conditioned or anything like that. They'll be fine.
Big Russ is also looking for some clarity. You said it's a best of 5 and then a round robin. He's a little confused. So can you go back and just explain the format?
They're doing the best of 5 games this weekend, but the top 4 seeds or the top 4 standings teams in each conference are going to play each other in a round robin format to determine seeding for the rest of the playoffs.
That sounds
the first best of 5 series is amongst all those loser ass teams, and then they're going to figure out who's actually going to continue on.
I guess the real question is, Scott, when is the first game for the Blue Jackets and the Red Wings? Like that's what the people really want to know from our main audience here in the Midwest.
Well, the Red Wings are trash, so they're one of the 7 teams that didn't make it.
So when do the Blue Jackets play?
They're playing sometime, maybe. You threw me a curveball.
So you should have started with the first answer. They're also trash.
Damn it. Well, I had a 50-50 shot.
Scott, what do you make of the...
Actually, it's more than that because I think like 80% of the teams made the bubble and fucked up and missed them.
Damn it.
Scott, what do you make of the decorations that the NHL put up in the players' hotel rooms as they got into the bubble?
They put up decorations in the hotel rooms?
This is breaking news here.
The NHL decorated the players' rooms for them as they got into the bubble. There were pictures of their families in frames, like on the nightstands. There were a bunch of players were tweeting out pictures like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! I can't believe that my family's like right here." Giving props to the NHL. Something like that. How does that kind of help out with being stuck in a bubble for all this time, right?
They're not in a bubble. They're in 2 different cities. Like, I mean, that's
within
not really
a
a bubble.
No, but they're in
the
cities are self-contained
in that city.
Well, I mean, it's in Canada, and Canada's all like, you can't fucking do shit up here because we know how to handle COVID, so everybody's going to be locked down. Canada's so brutal about this, they wouldn't even let their only baseball team play. They're like, nah, you got to get the fuck out.
Yeah, because you'd want to claim the Blue Jays.
Well, I'm just saying it's the only Canadian baseball team, and they didn't even want them up there.
I'm saying this as all the genetic family members of mine are on this call, and the one I actually like is downstairs not paying any attention to it.
They were
What the
like,
fuck
wait.
am I gonna do with photos? Give me an Xbox.
They were like, wait, you're gonna have people traveling in and out of Toronto? Nah, get out.
You're going to stay in Toronto forever? Come on in. Let me show you around. Here's a picture of your
Right,
kids.
yeah.
Let's
Rob
talk.
Manfred's running this shit? Nah, we're done.
Well, it's because they were respectful. They're hockey players, so when they sneeze, they put it in their shoulder. You know, those baseball players, they just spray their shit everywhere.
Apparently.
Scott,
Right?
you are the king of Team Petty. I want to talk a little bit while we're doing that hockey about the Ryan Reaves Evander Kane beef and the feud that started last year. It carried over this year. So what do you make of Ryan Reaves trolling Evander Kane this past week?
Racism.
Well, because he wasn't black enough. Like, what?
I have no idea what he did, but if he was messing with my boy Evander Kane, who plays for the Sharks, I am pissed. It was racism.
Do you remember the name Ryan Reaves?
So I was going to say, do you know who that is?
Do you remember Ryan
shit,
Reaves?
is he black too?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with light skin versus dark skin.
That's why I said it wasn't black enough.
I mean, I'm doing that hockey the best
My
I
favorite
can
part
out
is,
here.
Mike, you gotta get that drop and get it clean. Oh shit, is he black too?
That's gonna be amazing. What happened was
What happened was
this goes back to
didn't
last
realize
year.
He was black too.
Reeves and Kane got into a fight last year when they
Which
met.
was
in
epic,
the
by the
playoffs.
way.
Yeah,
I
Hold
mean,
on a
that's like-
second. Why are the brothers fighting? There's only like 15 of them in the league, and they're like,
Bro.
oh, I'm gonna find you and fight
because
you.
nobody
Like,
wants to
that
fight
shit?
Ryan Reaves. That dude drops haymakers and bombs. Like, he will end your friggin' life,
Well,
bro.
Of course he
You
does, because
say
apparently
that.
he's black.
you say that, but last
well, apparently
year.
he is black, but that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Last year, after the fight, Evander Kane said of Ryan, he called Ryan Reaves Muffin Man, basically saying he's not that tough. He's a little bit of a bitch. So
Yeah,
Reaves,
after Evander Kane got his ass knocked out.
well,
cool.
but
Way to
he's
speak
basically
up.
saying, look, he's a Muffin Man. It's not a big deal. So Reaves this week, when he went to a press conference, wore a mask that had muffins on it, which was a fantastic
Nice.
Captain Team Petty move. And it's exacerbated by the fact that Kane isn't even in the bubble because the Sharks aren't included in the restart. So it's just like the last word type
damn,
dig
man.
from
I like
Ryan
that.
Reaves. So based on this information, now that
Ryan Reaves should break the bubble to teabag Evander Kane.
well, now that you know this backstory, are you Team Reaves or Team Kane? And I wish I would have asked this before you realized that Ryan Reaves is also black, because I know you still would have said Evander Kane.
Yeah, I would have, because he plays for my San Jose Sharks. I mean, I gotta go with my boy, but I'm gonna have to go with Reeves on this one, because I mean that's expert level trolling. You're trolling a dude who's not even there.
He ain't even there.
I love that. I love that. Sorry, Evander, but I gotta switch it up, man. You gotta step your game up. You get your ass knocked out and you're not there, bruh.
Scott, thank you for doing that hockey for us. Any predictions?
Wait, but before we come off, Scott, doing that hockey,
Okay.
I just want to ask, can you name me 2 more teams that didn't make it in the bubble?
2 more teams that didn't make it.
That did not make it.
Shit. There's 7, and we know Columbus and Detroit didn't. So.
Yeah, so I fucked up and lied to you. Apparently, the Blue Jackets are in the bubble.
Oh, yeah, so suck a dick. That's why I'm going to whomp your ass at NBA Jam sometime
See, here's
soon.
the problem, though. Here's the problem. I just kind of already penciled Columbus in to lose because, well, that's what the Ohio teams do, right?
Yeah, they are.
I mean, it made
disappointments.
sense. Like, I didn't question it because it was like, Ohio teams suck. So
Scott also saying, "Oh shit, is he black too?" May need to be his fantasy football name this year. So there you go.
I mean, that's a pretty solid fantasy name. I let's see, just throwing it out there, another 2 teams. I'm gonna say Phoenix and Seattle are both not in the bubble.
That's a good call on Seattle. We didn't talk about Seattle. That's a great
Wait,
point. They're
what?
not in the bubble. That's a correct answer. What do you think of the Seattle expansion team? They revealed the name. Are you on board with the Kraken?
I love the Kraken. They just need to get some black players up there, Kraken.
Moving on.
Scott, before we get out of doing that hockey, who's your pick for the Stanley Cup? Who you got?
I'm going to go, let's see, Washington and Chicago.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Good work, Scott. Thank you for doing that hockey for us. Appreciate your breadth of knowledge that you have there. It's amazing.
I'll be here every week to wrap up the week's.
Yeah, I think we need to do that. And now that hockey's back, I think we need to do that. You can give us just a breakdown of what had happened so far in the week and a look ahead to the following week.
And we'll call it See What Had Happened Was.
See What Had Happened Was doing that hockey.
I also want to give a shout out to my sister nailing 5 of the teams not in the bubble.
She Googled it.
Hold on a second. Damn, California's like misrepresenting it. San Jose, LA, and Anaheim are all sitting at home.
California can't play a game played on top of ice.
But hold on a second. Didn't the Kings just win the title like 5 years ago?
Bitch, where you been? Are you kidding me?
No, didn't the Kings win the title like not that long ago?
When was the last time the Kings won the title? Hey Siri, when was the last time the Kings
won the title? It was like 2014 or something like that.
How are you going to go, hey Siri, when Tim's listening? You got to at least go, hey Google.
Well, I don't have Google. Siri just said she doesn't know. She said, unfortunately, it looks like the Kings Stars game was canceled. I don't think that's what we're looking for.
Well, that's helpful, actually. So, Scott, would you call 2014 not that long ago?
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking, if you're sitting there saying like California, I was gonna say if you're sitting there saying California hockey teams haven't won, I mean that's really not that long ago. Considering there wasn't a champion this year, that's only 4 years.
Not yet this year.
Okay, but there hasn't been one this year, so that means there's only been 4 others since then.
Dude, that's so long ago. The Reds were making playoffs then.
No, they weren't. All right, let's.
2014.
No, they weren't. Thanks, man.
Thanks for watch baseball.
Thanks for doing that, man. Appreciate that.